anyway. And if you do, please don't go harass them. Basically, if you've been following my channel for a while, you will know that I used to do this thing called Streamcasts. And basically, it's a live podcast that I streamed on Twitch. And it was just a fucking image slideshow with the audio of my friends talking. It really wasn't very eventful. But I feel like a lot of people who used to be my friends, who were featured on these streamcasts, said a lot of bullshit that I don't want to be involved with. And, again, don't go harass this person, but said friends decided to post clips of my streamcast on their channel. Now typically this wouldn't be a problem, except for the fact that said former friend gets into drama all the fucking time. Keep in mind, former friend gets into drama, not something I want to be involved with. So I contacted this former friend, and after a lot of rude conversation, we eventually agreed that they would private the clips that they posted. 4 weeks later, I look on their channel, the clips are still up, and they won't respond to my messages. People have even contacted me about the beef that my former friend has gotten into and asked if I wanted to get involved, and I told them I don't. And I'm honestly trying to be as polite about it as I can, but it's really hard to do that. This former friend that I'm trying to communicate with, let's just say, is not the...
Oh boy. 2021 is shaping up to be so fucking amazing, because not only did my town recently reinstate the mask mandate conveniently before I got my second vaccine shot, but also 2021 has provided me with a whole myriad of bullfuckery to dig into. Now, earlier while I was getting out of the shower, I saw that I had a post notification from someone I forgot to unsubscribe from. Speaking of which, I should probably do that after this video. Anyways, I watched the video, and as you saw in the clip before, they decided to indirectly mention me while conveniently not mentioning my name. Now, I don't normally do this shit because, unlike most people I cover, I do have some form of respect for the person I'm going to mention. I'm bullshitting, I really don't. The person I'm going to be talking about today is Dip, formerly known as Dipshit. How fitting. As all of you know, I was friends with him and ended up having a falling out with him. So, because he wants to start shit with me, I'm going to start shit with him. The first thing I'm going to mention is his general demeanor outside of YouTube. First off, he forbade anyone from making Among Us jokes or saying the word simp in his streams. The simp part because it was apparently a bannable offense. I've said it multiple fucking times on Twitch streams and have no issue. Another thing I want to bring up is how he talks to people in general. When he's chill around people, it was only because you acted how he wanted to act. That's probably why he acted like a dick to me, as you all know me as someone who generally gives zero fucks about what people have to say. The second thing I'll bring up is his attitude towards me, as I feel like it's hypocritical for him to be talking all this shit while acting like he's better than everyone else. Alright, so what happened? For one, he was constantly complaining about how all I talked about was Stovia. That'd be some bullshit. Throughout my first few months of the year, the videos circled in red were the only videos I did on Stovia, as you can see from the screenshot over here. These are videos that I have done, well, actually, the first few 16 videos from the first few months of 2021, and as you can see, only 5 were on Stovia, and out of the 31 commentary videos I've made in total, only 9 were on Stovia. Gee, when it's put like that, his arguments sound pretty fucked. Another thing is that he pulled me into a Discord call a few months ago. What proof do I have for this? Well, while I couldn't really record it, as I didn't have the ability to, there were people in that call who can corroborate my story. I'm not going to bring them up here for privacy's sake, though. So, in this call, what did Dip do? Well, he continuously attacked me by bringing up a few key things. One, an old Twitter I have, which I have addressed several fucking times in the past few months, but I'll get into that later. Two, he went out after me for Stovia content. Yeah, no, he's agreeing on me on a different video, which I will also get into later. And three, accused me of retweeting furry porn. That came from a man who is a self-admitted furry phobe. And note that these things weren't out of concern for my safety. While I don't know his exact reason for going after me for these things, I can assume that it's because he knew he'd be caught in the crossfire the minute I got into some shit. How do I know this? Because he used the same rationale when he told me to delete audio I had for a planned video, and when he told me to delete some streamcast clips I had on my channel. Speaking of which, sometime around March or early April, me and Dip had a video plan where we would address drama surrounding a joke my friend Purico made. Later, he told me to delete the audio as he didn't want to be caught into the drama according to the screenshot. I will note that, like a dumbass, I deleted the audio, and God do I wish I kept it. And before he comes on to here and says, I don't care about my reputation that much, bam, full admission from him. And now onto the old Twitter. That was a old roleplay Twitter I had when I was a stupid kid. I have since matured on several levels, and I just want to say that the reason I did that was because I grew up thinking that it was normal for me to do that, and I also was very naive, and it basically became addicted to me, or I became addicted to role playing because of the fact that I was doing this shit from such a young age. So it's not hard to believe, or it's not hard to see why I exactly did that. But Dip, being the asshole he is, doesn't want to fact check. And now onto the streamcasts. In his video, Dip claims that I uploaded them sometime after he deleted the casts, which is false. He deleted them a few weeks ago, and my clips were from 4 to 5 months ago. Here's proof. And here's the thing, I have no incentive to delete these, and they aren't even damaging to his reputation. In fact, the only thing about them is that I cracked jokes during those clips. Those were the only reason I kept those. It's because they're the only funny part from his fucking podcast. Seriously. And not only that, this ties into part one, by the way. Dip has kicked me out of podcasts twice. Why? Because I was sad on his fucking streams. During the Eden situation, I was like going onto the stream fucking crying. And he's over here like, oh, no sad boys in streams. And then, not only that, he kicked me out of another stream because I was going through something, I don't remember what, but then he proceeded to be like, no sad boys in streams. Like, screw you, man. I have the right to be sad. You cannot control that. If you cannot handle people being sad on your podcast, then maybe don't have a podcast. And I did say that I would private the clips, but I won't. Why? Because fuck Dip. Fuck his Walmart tours. Fuck his shitty takes on a new Minecraft update. And fuck his Muffin Man ARG bullshit. And fuck his advertiser friendly fake friend bullshit. He's a fucking scumbag who puts his reputation over anything else. And the second you challenge him, it's like you committed a fucking war crime. There are people who I am friends with who were also friends with him. I say were because he chose to toss them aside the moment he decided he didn't like them. He's on Eden on a whole fucking other level, but I feel like Eden is better than him because despite how much of a piece of shit he is, Eden at the very least tried to care for me for the week I was friends with him. He needs to keep my fucking name out of his mouth and move the fuck on. Because I'm tired of hearing his whiny ass complain about every little thing as a goddamn war crime. And Dip, if you see this video, fuck you.